It's like being a mobile farmer in a bus, pulling a wagon with goats, traveling a bit, and also closing the waste stream. I wanted to create soil in the bus with their droppings and their beddings, because that's where they slept at night. I wanted to turn that into soil. So in the back of the bus, I built a compost bin where all my compost went. It's totally gonna boil. It was also a platform that I could hang out on. So everything had stacked functions, multiple uses. And this was gonna be the char aspect of making soil. So I had the goat bedding, which is manure and urine, wood chips, alfalfa sometimes, straw, sawdust, all kinds of things just for bedding. And then that mixed with bokashi that I had made before I left home, but I actively make bokashi as well. Can be made out of spent grain, so that's another resource utilizing the waste stream, and can be inoculated.
This is a Paul Olivier 150 to 500 forced air top lit updraft gasifier. Paul is an American who has lived in Vietnam for nearly 20 years and has spent 16 years developing small combined heat and biochar gasifiers. The fan supplies primary air from below, the batch is lit from above, and the active heat zone gradually moves down through the material. I'm using rice hulls in this run with a small amount of dry needles to establish the fire.
Okay, so look, it's about to boil over. I'm not going to pretend that that handle wasn't hot. I did bring gloves, which I'm going to go get. So, let's see if we can modulate. These are great. These are my goat skin gloves. Highly recommend. So I'm going to turn this down, see if we can modulate the heat. And that's going to be a big discovery for me, because I would, cooking over an open flame is one thing. You have to watch the heat of it, right? Oh man, you tech geeks out there are gonna love this. It's fun. It's fun. It really is. Top and bottom. I found it. I found the column. Will she be able to cook an entire pot of peas in one burn? Done. And so you have to quench it immediately upon extinguishing that flame, because as soon as you stop, all that biochar that you just created will ignite.
How the burn works. Inside the packed fuel column, the rice hulls are heated under oxygen-limited conditions. They release combustible gases, which rise and burn above the column. The visible flame is largely those gases burning. Meanwhile, the active heat zone moves downward, leaving carbonized material behind. When that zone reaches the bottom, I stop the airflow and quench the char before it continues burning into ash.
Because that's what charcoal does, right? You use it as a fuel source too. Do you know this doesn't eat? Oh, it's starting to burn over again. Watched pot always boils over. I mean, never boils over. How's that go? Watched pot never boils over. A boiled pot always boils over when you use too much rice hull. Oh. Yeah, it's just boiling away over there. I mean, what a pretty little technology. I'm thrilled with it. This bag of that bag over there is rice hull, and you can get it at like any kind of. I got it there's a place in Colorado that puts together different kinds of grass seed, and they sell it by the bulk like that. It's a very light thing. but it's a lot of material. So that's what's fun about rice hull too. It's very light, but it makes a lot of material. I also like rice hull for biochar because it's got this beautiful shape, this little cup shape, which is one reason I was excited about the pine needle, because it's also small. Seems like the small pieces of biochar is going to extend the surface area of the material to be exposed to the microbes in the soil, to the moisture. So it's going to be a more uniform use of biochar when you can keep it small like that and uniform, which is why I like the rice hull. Okay, the column is getting low to the bottom, so we're getting close to being able to pour it out and quench it and look at it as biochar. That'll be fun. Look, there they are, aren't they pretty? That's wild. If I had soaked these beforehand, there's a very good likelihood that this would have been a perfectly full cooked meal in the time it took to make this column of biochar. That is wildly satisfying. Wow. All right. That aside, turn this off, get your gloves on. Now you get to see the exciting part. Let's find out. Oh, wow. How pretty. All right. You definitely want to use your gloves just to show you. See? Woo! That was highly satisfying. All right, where's my, we'll just use this. There's hardly any conversion to ash whatsoever. Okay, that was exciting. Hardly any of that went to ash.
The retained shapes, black carbon structure, and small amount of visible ash show me that the material carbonized successfully. At this stage, it is char. I call it biochar because of what happens next. I cool it, saturate it, check its pH, inoculate it, and return it to a living soil system.
Came out hot. But this is just little. I am wildly excited about this. Like, wildly excited about this. Yeah. That is beautiful. Wow, I'm impressed.
One batch of rice hulls gave me enough heat to boil split peas, fry tempeh, and leave behind char for soil. That is why this small machine matters to me. Paul Olivier designed the Gasifier, and he is currently looking for an organization capable of producing and distributing his gasifiers internationally. I have included his work below. In the next part, I will show you how I saturate this char, check its pH, inoculate it, and introduce it into the soils I am making here in the Jemez Mountains. One practice, many returns.